Hello boys and girls, today we are going to be learning how to draw our three-dimensional pumpkin. I do know that you guys did your pumpkin Zentangles where you experimented with all the different lines and patterns with the worksheet that I had attached. Today we're going to learn how to use a curved line to create our pumpkin to come to life and almost look like it's round on our paper. Artists do lots of different tricks when they're drawing to make it seem like the object is actually three-dimensional, not just flat. So let us start. The first thing you're going to do, you need to decide, is your pumpkin going to be short and stout and big this way, or is it going to be long this way? Whichever way you want to do your pumpkin is fine. I'm going to have my paper horizontal to make a short and stout pumpkin. You're going to actually be starting in the center of your pumpkin by creating kind of a rounded oval teardrop, if you will. So I'm going to show you what I mean. It's going to be more round and pointed at the top, and then it will be coming down to the bottom of your edge with just a curve, a linear line, and curve. So you're going to have it attached. You want to use the majority of your paper so that you can have your pumpkin nice and big, not teeny, teeny, tiny. Once you have your center part, this is going to be a much easier time to build off of. So you're going to take your next curve, a linear line, and you're going to curve it and round it to the bottom. Then on the other side, you're going to take your pencil and curve and round to the bottom. You're going to do one more step that's going to look like a crescent moon. So I'm still going to start from the middle point and touch the bottom. So start from my middle, curve around, and touch the bottom of the pumpkin. So you can see why we want to make the middle part first. It's our base to build off of. Now we need, sorry about that shake, we need our stem. So I'm going to do a curved line, another curved line, and I'm going to do a ellipse. An ellipse is like a thin oval so that it makes my pumpkin stem look three-dimensional and round. You can do two different things. If you want a pumpkin and not a jack-o'-lantern, you would keep it like this. If you want to have some fun and make a jack-o'-lantern into your pumpkin, you can do so and make your facial details before you start to add your color. So I'm going to add my eyes, and I think I'm going to add here and here. Then I'm going to add my nose. Should I make it? I think I should make it like this so it repeats the pattern here. And I want to make him have a nice big smile with some teeth, but some missing teeth as well. And he's going to be one happy pumpkin. Now, does anybody notice one thing that Mrs. Stevenson has to correct? If you guessed this line and this line needing to vanish, you are correct. So with your eraser, you're going to erase those lines, because if you have carved pumpkins in previously, we don't have the pumpkin go through where we cut out, right? And I noticed that when I'm erasing and jiggling, it's jiggling the video, so I'm very sorry. It's attached to the table. It'll slow down here now. All right, so now it actually looks, and I'm gonna fix this guy's grin. He looked like he had too much of a lopsided grin. Now I can see that it's definitely cut out, and this space is going to be illuminated with light. and candlelight specifically. But let's think about our background. If you want your pumpkin to be kind of on a grass, make sure you don't draw through your pumpkin and you can make it on a roly-poly hill. I'm going to be using some warmer colors, some red orange, some regular orange, some yellow, I'm going to have green, other green, some brown. Now, I want to clarify, these are my warm colors. Green is a cool color, so don't think that green is part of our warm family. Now, when we go to start coloring, I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm going to be using crayons, and you're more than welcome to use crayons as well, or whatever other colors or art medium you have at home. The important thing for us to keep our pumpkin looking round, we want to outline, kind of like if you have heard Mrs. Stevenson say, what would happen if you took your walls to your bathtub away, the water would go whew. So that's why I like us to outline and then color in so that we don't just go everywhere. Outline your lines, but when we color in, we're going to make sure that we go with the direction of our curved line. If I just do straight up and down or horizontal, what happens is it makes it look flat and no longer round. When you are coloring and pushing nice and hard with your crayon, you're going to have a darker value of whatever color you're using. I know I'm pushing nice and hard with this orange. I want to make on the lines that we drew a little bit darker than what's going to be in the center. And that's because I want to give it that roundness even more so with color. We did our round detail with our line. Now the extra step for us is to do the coloring and shading to further make it a dramatic, if you will, three-dimensional pumpkin. This is also red orange, which is exactly like it sounds. It's red mixed with orange, and it's just a little bit darker. So I'm going to actually overlap with this color to give it that extra oomph. You would be amazed at how awesome crayons are as a drawing tool. The oil in them allow you to really kind of blend and have fun with color mixing. So don't think crayons aren't cool, because they really actually are. All right, so now I'm gonna shade inside, and it's gonna be a lot lighter, and you'll see that it definitely starts to give that illusion of our pumpkin being three-dimensional and round. Whoop. If you break your crayon, that's okay. I always say broken crayons are great for artist muscles. It helps you with your grip, and it helps you get a better detail when you're really using your pincer grasp. Okay. Now you can see that it really starts to add that three-dimensional detail. I think I'm going to go back in and highlight just a little bit more here with that darker orange. You can experiment and play around to see what you like better or what works best for you. Now, I'm not going to finish the whole thing because I want you guys to be able to start and get your art on. But I do want to remind you, you can use more than one green. You can see that this is kind of like a limey green. It has more yellow in it, and overlap with a darker green. If you want to give the illusion that your pumpkin is shining bright with candlelight, you're going to use your yellow and then color it in. When Mrs. Stevenson finishes the orange and the red orange and the dark orange, it really will look all that more magical. Can you see how much more red orange this red orange is when I use it first before I go to the regular orange? It really does make a difference. So play around, experiment with your colors. If you don't have crayons and you have colored pencils, that would be great. If you don't have either, you could use markers. There's no wrong color medium that you could use. I can't wait until I see all of your lovely pumpkins come to fruition. Make sure that you have a spookily good time doing this, and I will see you soon. Now Mrs. Stevenson doesn't want to stop. It's such a fun project, and I can't wait for you guys to try. But I'm going to stop and cut it now so you guys can get to work. Have a great day.